5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rangers in space!
It's 1997. Most of the time, like a lot of kids back then, on a hot summer day, I was coding, making games, or sometimes actually playing them.
What?
But in 1997, in space. Yep, my favorite Megazord, even more than the original MMPR Megazord. was sitting right on my desk. The Astro Megaship. This is the Astro Megaship I remember. Unlike some of the modern Sentai mecha, and before the age where Bandai would upscale things and remove half the features, this Power Ranger version pretty much uses the same mold as the Mega Ranger version. It even came with the lights and sounds. Sadly, the one I found at my local antique store looks like it had some battery damage, so I'm not messing with that right now. Getting him in the box with the foam was pretty awesome, because I tossed away my original box back in the day like most kids did. Mine is missing the sword.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
And it's missing the missiles that plug into the gun and sides of the ship. Not a huge deal for me. I plan on displaying him in combined mode anyways. The shield is pretty cool and works just like it does on the Zap version. The handle is pretty weak thought. The gun also works the same way, but it does have some wear and tear. It is an old toy, and even when people take care of these older Sentai and Power Ranger mecha, you can still see yellowing, sticker wear, and little things that just come with age. For movement, yeah, he's a brick. But that is okay. His arms and legs are very limited movement, and most of that is really here for the transformation. This is not an action figure. This is the spaceship that turns into a Megazord, and honestly, that is where this guy shines. Here he is next to a modern DX Sentai figure. Here he is next to a Marvel Legends figure. And finally, here he is next to the classic Masters of the Universe figure. It's kind of shocking that he is about as tall as a standard modern DX mecha from 2026. Now for the Delta Megazord. I actually found my old Delta ship in some boxes at my dad's house about a year ago. It is missing the cockpit cover, which is okay. I'm still on the hunt for it. The Delta ship does have its own Megazord mode too, but mostly I'm going to be using it for the combination mode. It works more like armor for the Astro Megazord. On my copy, the gun is loose on one side. That is something I will have to fix when I get the time. For years, I thought about buying the Astro Megaship again. I had a few I watched on eBay, but there was always something. The price was too high, it was missing too many parts, or the wear was just too much. Speaking of wear and tear, you know what never wears out? Hitting that subscribe button and pressing that like button. It tells me and YouTube you want to see more content like this. Spreading the Majin darkness across the internet like a virus that never goes away. And that's not all. Head over to MajinPlanet.com and check out the Legacy section for all things MajinPlanet. Reactions, music videos, games, older content, and more are being added to the site all the time.
Wait for it. Here it comes.
One of the coolest things about the Astro Megaship is just how simple it is. It transforms easy. It combines easy. And even after all these years, it's still fun to mess with. That's one reason a Zap version was so disappointing to me. The Zap Astro Megazord looks amazing, but the transformation on that thing is horrible. I do not know how they got the legs transformation so bad, but they did. I got to the point where I do not even want to transform it anymore. When I found my old Delta Megazord, I knew one day I was going to get this guy again. And now I have it. That is special to me. It reminds me of the good old days. As you can see, transforming him from Megazord mode back into ship mode is pretty easy. Attaching the shield and the gun is easy too. Even with the wear, even with the rough stickers, and even with some of the missing parts, I love it. And when you compare it to the Zap version, you can see how massive an upgrade that thing was. And somehow, how disappointing it was at the same time. Hasbro ended the Zap line without much of a reason, and now we are probably never going to see what a Zap Delta Asteroid Megazord could have been. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to show you how much I miss this Megazord. I really cannot put it into words. He's going to have a spot near my end table, so when I'm watching TV or just relaxing, I can reach over and mess with it again. For all the in-space fans out there, it really was a great time to be a Power Ranger fan. But it was not as great as this video right over here. And as always, until next time.